Ki tud ilyen jó officerést?
Figyeljetek, mert elkezdjük! Please, we would like to
Okay,
start.
everyone, let's get started today. So, it's the fourth time Prezi's here. Negyedik alkalommal vagyunk itten. It's really exciting to be together again to working on shared challenges. And with just a day's work, there can be a huge change when we come together and work together.
Okay, and now some practical information. So, IT team here, design team here.
In this ethnographic study, we follow Prezi, a Hungarian-US ICT company that engages in various social missions in Hungary. Prezi is a cloud-based presentation platform with more than 75 million users and in total 250 employees. Since the start of the company, Prezi has engaged in the renovation of different Roma communities, but during the last years, Prezi has returned to the same village, Bag, to establish a more sustainable relation with the Roma population and an NGO called Bagaj. We are, as ethnographers, interested in studying how Prezi explains the motivation to help the Roma population, where we have found that they often problematize their own business culture and the prejudices they hold. Focus is on the three co-founders, that all are personally engaged in the social value creation of Prezi.
It was a very simple and rational change that we got kids. Of course, as any parent, I have this strong motivation to protect them, help them, provide them with a future. And even though if it sounds very hard or impossible, but still the only thing I can do to help them is to make the future society a better society. Even if I can do very little in that respect, this is the only thing I can really do.
I just have the opportunity to think big. What I learned at Prezi, that you can scale up. I mean, we could scale up Prezi, the servers, there are 50 million people who change their mind how they do presentation. This is something very similar. So it's just like the American, Western European startup culture mixed with the social change. And that's part of my social mission, to empower other people to share ideas or empower other people to change the world.
Ibland så gör folk skillnad på det man har på sitt CV och det man har på sin gravsten. Och det där klurar jag mycket på, så jag tänker ju lite grann då liksom, ja men vad bra det vore om man kunde någorlunda leva på ett sätt som där de där kan komma närmare varandra och inte behöver vara ens åtskilda. Och där är det någonting som jag ser som Prezi som inte bara någonting som jag kan ha på ett CV, utan någonting som jag kan vara stolt över när jag kommer till pärleporten.
Then we'll start.
So just a few practical information that tomorrow morning the buses are going to leave at 8:30, and you will get a very detailed sheet of what you need to do. The biggest task is with houses. We have 22 houses, and we will put either windows or doors into each house. This is detailed information in the sheet. Don't accept alcohol, for example, but
And don't
you
drink
can
any
accept
alcohol.
you can accept food, but you don't need to. I mean, you can say no, I'm not hungry. So it's up to you how you feel.
And don't do any donations. So don't give away money. Don't do anything which is not in the description what you're supposed to do.
And then, Emily, please tell a few words if you want.
Just a few. So please be open to their families. It's a very big step to them because they got a new door and a new window. It's so the main goal of this day to be closer to the family. That's why that only 2 or 3 people are in one house. And
What are your expectations then?
that's what I wanted to
We will have fun meeting other people from company. End of the day, we are going to be tired, have a sense of mission completed or accomplishment. I'm really interested in how Bagás changed the organization and the whole settlement.
This time I decided that I will talk to more people there and try to find out more about their stories and, nothing scientific, just to kind of build more empathy to understand who the people are who we are helping.
Alltså vi har ju ett antal kriterier som vi väljer utifrån när vi tar an sådana här projekt, och ett av de kriterierna är att liksom sätta fokus på en fråga och hjälpa en verksamhet som många andra inte bryr sig om. Och den romska frågan i Ungern är debatterad på ett konceptuellt plan, men det är väldigt, väldigt få personer som skulle kunna tänka sig att faktiskt ge sig in i det och börja arbeta med det.
Few words about the hygiene. You will get a map. Everybody will get a map, and on the map there will be all the houses indicated which we are going to work with, and also there will be 6 toilets signed on the sheet. So if you don't want to use the toilet of the house you're working in because you don't find it nice enough, those 6 toilets are nicer, and those ones will be supplied with toilet paper and everything by us.
So it sounds like really bad when the rich white guys go and check how sad Romas live in poverty. But again, for us, it's really eye-opening. You start to think differently about like everything, like importance of money, or how much you want to help anybody.
And we have a description for everything, for tools and materials, and what are the tasks, who is responsible for what exactly they have to do.
And the teams are to pick up
Yes.
the papers.
Hopefully.
First, as the company was much smaller, we just did one house, or we just helped to one family. And then as the company started to grow, it was a very uplifting and kind of exciting new challenge that so many people could do so much more.
That's it now. Thank you.
It's a little bit like not just a renovation, it's more like a social experiment or like a social, longer term activity.
Good morning, guys. Welcome on the bus to Bug. Yay! So we will be there approximately in 30-40 minutes, and let me just go through the list because I want to make sure that everyone is here. So Juliana, Olga, Helena, Ryan.
So these are the houses that you're going to fix today?
I guess the ones that have numbers, they are the ones that we are going to do something with them.
Yes. Do you know how many there are?
No, but it seems like around 10, 15, something like that.
Yeah. Is this your first renovation project?
No, but this is my third one, I think. My third one.
Yeah, for me it's the first one. Third. It's the third.
It's the third.
So last year, for example, I was piling up horse shit from one pile to another in order to build some sort of community space.
What has it meant for you to be part of the renovations?
A lot. I've never seen such thing before.
Do you have any special memory that you would like to share with us?
probably the kids there. It was a very shocking thing that they behaved very differently, like the kids I used to be around. They were afraid of us.
Last time I was doing the windows and doors, and it was very interesting because I'm not from Hungary, and to go and see people's houses and hear them, what they think is important, and sometimes it seemed like they didn't care what we did because it will get broken again or something, but some other people were very grateful and very helpful, and this one guy, he had a house with no doors inside, so they had the heating in one room and then it was flowing to the other room, and we were building a door, but actually he did all the work, so we just brought the material and he fixed up the wall with the bricks and then put the door in, and we were just watching him, and it was great that, okay, you care about your house. He had the worst house, I mean, of anyone that we saw. Really nothing inside, just a bed and a fire. I think to see it for yourself makes it more real.
What are your expectations? What do you think it will be to come to Bag?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting to meet these people. I don't know if I can speak to them, but I'll try. Yes. But I can speak Italian, so yes. I'll try with
Maybe
that.
that helps, but I'm not sure about that. What about the Roma situation in Hungary? Do you know anything about?
Yes. Since I'm living here, maybe I know more about this situation. I feel tons of prejudice. So it's very, very bad because they always got some negative expectations. So what I expect that since we will meet them in another way and not just on the street passing next to each other and not just on the public transport sitting next to each other without talking anything. So I guess it's just an opportunity for us to talk to them and then take back that experience to our social networks.
So we are here for the fourth time, and the first time Prezi came here was 2013, January, and we were looking for a place where we could come and work together with the locals, help them, and also give them inspiration. So that was the reason we were looking for an NGO who is constantly at a place like Bug. They keep working with the locals throughout the years, and Prezi could come here and help those people, both the NGOs who are working here and the locals who are living here. And actually our goal is obviously to give inspiration to these people and to improve their life.
So it's the third year and fourth time we're here at Bog, and the reason why we are here partly is because we noticed that with just a day's work there can be a huge change when we come together and work together.
Special again because there's very professional doors we put in the house. It's more professional than the first time because we learned a lot about the experience, the Prezi days and the experience of Prezi days. I hope that you will enjoy the time together and you have time to talk. Just talking about the life here in Bog or the life in your work and your life. So please try to keep contact. Everybody hear me? Okay, so did you find the group, the family? So everybody has, mindenkinek megvan a család, akivel lesz? Igen? Oké, akkor el tudtok kezdeni ajtókat felvenni. Először vegyétek fel az ajtókat, itt a helyiek tudják aláírni.
Egyes csapatot kérjük. Team number one. Come on.
Oké, zöld egyes.
Where is your team? Hol a csapat?
Zöldek vagyunk. Ki a zöldek koordinátora? Kriszti, ott a zöld koordinátor, Kovács Kriszti. Ő fog segíteni abban.
Felteszi a kezét a Kovács Kriszti koordinátor.
Itt vagyunk, find the family.
Meg a Léna és az András és az ő házunk. We will make some isolation on their houses and we change some doors.
Jó, ti akkor mentek az
Nagyon nagy kihívás a mai nap, és kicsit izgultunk is azon, hogy minden rendben menjen, mert óriási lépés ez a telepieknek és a bagázsosoknak is, hogy meg tudjuk csinálni 22 háznál a nyílezáró cserét.
Ez a tiéd, parancsolj! Tessék, ez a tiéd!
4 háznál villanyórát tudunk mai nap felszerelni, és majd későbbiekben 15 háznál a 4-jel együtt villanyórákat felszerelni. Iszonyatosan nagy változást fog ez hozni a telep életébe. Azt szeretnénk elérni, hogy mindenki tudjon csatlakozni a többségi társadalomhoz, tudjon legálisan élni, és ezek az emberek akarják, és tesznek azért, hogy ezt meg tudják tenni.
Team number 2. Entes csapat, team number 2. Nobody?
Team number 3.
Team number 3. Okay, you need to sign it.
Ide jössz?
Aha, zöld hármas.
Meg kell nézzetek, mi van benne, írjátok össze, és így hozzátok vissza. Te felelsz azért, így talán, jó?
Jó.
Csilla! Csilla!
Hát Bagról körülbelül 4000 fős falu, ahol van egy 400 fős cigánytelep, ahol a bagázs már 5 éve dolgozik.
Nagyon ne csúsztatok, fiúk!
Sok olyan ember él itt a telepen, akik önkéntesként vagy munkavállalóként segítenek a bagázsnak. Azt is szeretnénk elérni, hogy a falu lakói azok elfogadják az itt élő romákat, és ne legyen konfliktus, és ne legyen szegregált a telep, hanem együtt tudjanak élni normálisan és békében.
I think one of the really big challenges that we see in Hungary is that there is a really big lack of trust between the Hungarian ethnic population and the Roma population in society. And so by coming back, we hope to build the trust and confidence that we really want to engage in these kind of questions with people here, and they can understand that we're not just popping in once and then leaving again, but actually we truly care about these topics. And you know, if you have a lot of bad experiences, then it takes time to build that trust up, and that's why Bagázs has to be here long term as well, working with the people in a continuous manner if you want to create sustainable change. I think for a lot of people, these days are very formative experiences in Prezi. So we get to experience how just in one day, we can really create the change, and that can be hard when you're sitting day in and day out and coding, like what is exactly the change that we are creating. But these kind of experiences puts a lot of that into perspective.
For the first time it was really shocking being here because it's really close to Budapest, right? It's like, 30-40 minutes to drive, and then Budapest is a kind of big international city. And then even I'm from Budapest, so I was born in Budapest, and I've never seen this like before. This is really shocking that people live in such poor circumstances. super close to Budapest. And then, you know, the roof was broken. And then it was originally, I believe, like a 3-bedroom house. But like the house was so damaged that the family had to move into the last room. And then 3 people were squeezed in a very tiny room. And it was super small, super dirty. And I felt like, oh my God, how could these people live here? But this is really like the base. So people are really, really poor here. And, you know, we have to be kind of open and then see this as well. That we have to be thankful that we have a wealthy life, but we have to, I think this is kind of our responsibility to help others. So it's really hard to figure like how can you help and what can you do, and then what you are doing, is this the right thing? And then I asked Dani Shardi, who is the organizer of this year's event, like, okay, that I sorted some clothes at home, can I bring those? And he said, no, please don't do that. And I was like, okay, but why not? And he was like, because this whole program is teaching people that you should do something on your own and then you will get help. So this is a big learning for me.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Today is in a certain point a tipping point, because there are 25 families who agreed and already started to work on a program to cut their debt spiral. And part of this, they are now working on make their houses more environment friendly, so they are saving energy. We are actually giving them low energy bulbs, and also we are installing special electricity meters, which is a prepaid, so they are not able to actually consume more electricity than they are actually paying up for. So it helps to change their mindset, that they learn that actually they can only spend as much as they have.
Úgyhogy nagyon sokat dolgoznak rajtam, mert sajnos itt a telepen több embernél van, úgyhogy milliós nagyságrendben vannak tartozások az EMAS felé, hogy lopott áram van, és sajnos a bagázs nagyon sokat tesz érte, nagyon sokat szaladgálnak, hogy valamennyit próbáljanak elengedni. Egy 3 hónapos, úgymond részvétel volt, hogy minden 2 héten rend kellett lenni a bagázsban, részt kellett venni 12 alkalommal. Mivel én egyedül voltam 12-szer, én ezért kaptam 2 ablakot. Én nálam nem volt, mert én kifizettem részletre, úgyhogy azért kötik be nálam először.
Egy 4 hónapos folyamatot kezdtünk el azokkal a családokkal, akik most benne vannak a programban, nekik el kellett járniuk a programjainkra, és egy önrészt vállalni, és vállalni a tartozásaikat csökkenti. Tehát egyszerűen ad egy ismertséget annak, amit szeretnénk csinálni, mind helyi szinten, mind falu szintjén, mind pedig kifelé. A faluból a képviselőtestület eljött hozzánk, megnézték azt, hogy mi történik itt, amivel mi el tudunk kezdeni dolgozni a képviselőtestülettel annak érdekében, hogy valóban egy adósságcsökkentő hatása legyen annak a programnak, ami itt elindult.
Hát már bejött ez az adósságkezelési program, és részt vettem, minden alkalommal elmentem, és úgy mondták, hogy vesznek ablakokat, ajtókat. Nem azért mentem, mert volt adósság. és ezt mentem, hogy valahogy intézzék.
Again. So, yeah.
Mindenképp kell egy nagyobb savat.
Hát én most nagyon örülök, hogy most ezt az ablakot, hogy megcsinálják nekünk, mert nagyon jött nekünk a hideg, és mindig tartunk valamivel, hogy ne fázzunk meg.
Ez az. Jó lesz. Kívülre valahova.
A very typical Hungarian thing happened.
The lifting machine, which should pack the truck, broke down.
Oh.
So it was already 10:30 and it still hasn't arrived, the materials. And then we arranged that they come here now finally. But we are in a big delay because people get the material only now.
I will bring some stuff down, and the bricks are here, so we need someone who is strong and who could carry.
Okay, give me more hands, guys, and this will go faster if you come closer.
Why are we holding it in?
I don't know. More hands. Focus here, guys.
Jó, oda még 30 léva, ugye?
Igazából itt, mióta itt van a romatelep, azóta 50 éve nem nagyon történt itt semmi. Én nem bíztam benne, hogy itt valami lesz, hát se közvilágítás, se normális utak nincsenek ugye évek óta, tehát nem gondoltam volna, hogy ekkora erőket képes mozgósítani. Látják, hogy milyen munkák vannak, hát ilyen ablak, meg ilyen ajtó, meg ilyen segítség soha nem ért el ide a romatelepre. Ide úgyhogy nagyon jó. És csak a töredékét kellett fizetni, tehát mi is hozzájáruljunk valamivel, úgyhogy hát nagyon örülünk neki. Hogy nem csak ekkor vannak jelen a romatelepen, tehát amikor ilyen nagyszabású dolgok vannak, hanem a hétköznapokban is ők itt vannak. Tehát látjuk őket, részt vesznek, beszélgetnek velünk, adósságrendező program van, úgyhogy örülünk ezeknek.
Milyen változásokat lát?
Hát úgy, hogy az emberek egyben egymásnak úgy, hogy segítenek, egymásnak sok mindent újítottak ma, még hogy a gyerekeknek is, hogyha iskolába például, hogyha nem megy nekük olyan tanulás, és akkor ők ilyen programot is tudnak a gyerekeknek, így tudnak segíteni. Sokat fejlődtek így a gyerekek is.
Várjatok!
Várjál.
Mindjárt ide jövök.
Azokat a tetejéről azokat dobáljuk le, csak nem a fejünkre, hanem csak úgy a kertbe bele. Várjál.
Vigyázzatok, mert ez egy
másik.
nagyon kemény valami.
I'm involved with one program called X, with the children program. We come here every week, once a week. We have one group with 5 or 6 children, and we organize like some exercises and games, and we spend 1.5 hours together. And I think it's really, really important for them.
Have you seen any change so far?
I think that there's a lot of change happening. I mean, in the very beginning, the way I've understood it is that it really was the children in the beginning who were engaged with Bagage in various school-oriented and mentoring programs. And then in the last few years now the adults are engaging as well, and today is a great example of that, how the families with the adults, the parents are engaging. with the program and the opportunities that it offers. And I think that's a huge step forward, because now the community as a whole is engaging, and so that's really what we hope to accelerate by our presence.
But here's the thing, you can't...
What are the bricks for? What are you building now? Is this your first time mixing concrete?
We're just confident, good at pretending we know what to do. Yeah.
So my concern is that when we make this garbage can, it's going to fill up with dirt. It doesn't matter whether we put bricks on the bottom or not.
I don't know.
It's going to get filled with dirt, and it's going to get shallower and shallower over time. Right?
So let's remove that brick. I'll load it up and...
Can I have a proposal?
Yes. Yes.
The same person puts the bricks and use that tool.
Okay, I'm going to go work on the other one anyway.
Screw you guys, I'm going to work on the other one.
Too many people here.
Yeah. You should sit down. It's a house.
No joke for old men.
We have those who are not participating. Yeah. So what does that mean? Because it feels like there is some tensions growing here. Have you seen anything? So what's
400 ember lakik a telepen, nem lehet mindenkit rögtön bevonni. Körülbelül fele a helyieknek olyan, aki rendszeresen jár a programjainkra. Azt gondoljuk, hogy hosszú távon a másik felét is sikerül minél jobban bevonni. Ez egy kihívás, hogy lehet elérni azokat, akik még nem nincsenek benne a programjainkban, de hát nyilván azokkal érdemes elindulnunk, akik jó mintaként, jó példaként tudják magukkal húzni utána a többieket is.
Wow. Yes. A nagy ház,
Mit gondol erről, amit a bagás csinál itt a közösségért, a közösséggel?
Hát nagyon jó, mert nagyon sok rászorultak vannak itten. És olyan erőből nem tudtak volna ezt megcsinálni. Mindenhol sok gyerekek vannak, újítani nem tudtak volna, semmit nem tudtak volna csinálni. Ezért jó, hogy van ez a bagás. Aki részt vesz benne ezekben a programokban, és azok jók járnak. Jó jár.
Ez egyébként jó példa azoknak, akik esetleg nem vettek még részt benne, tehát hogy be tudnak ezáltal másokat?
Hogy be tudjanak zárkózni, igen, ők is, hogy be tudjanak jönni ők is.
I think when there is a lot of action and a lot of things happening, more people get interested, of course. Whether that's the local government in the city or families who haven't engaged in the program before. So these are things that catalyzes when there's a lot of action.
Yep, it's not every family is taking part in this renovation project this year, but it was like this from the very beginning. So we said that only those families can receive support from Prezi, whom are ready to work together with Bagage throughout the year. So it was actually the one and only, I guess it was the only condition these families had to meet.
The key problem is first time this happens and people throw stuff here, it's going to be stuck at the bottom forever.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to clean it up. The half brick.
Okay, now we can go and buy a plastic trash bin.
Yeah.
Well.
So, do you see any changes?
Sure, I see lots of the structures that we've built still standing. That's already a good sign. And I've seen, so when the window that we changed was put into its place, the previous window was the quick fix from 2 years ago that we created. It was still functional after 2 years. I wasn't sure at the time. If you're asking, do we see progress in this community? I don't have enough data to decide. I just don't have the full perspective.
I think everyone is seeing an improvement in terms of this. People are very excited and they are very happy to come here, and a lot of people join. So everyone feels that something is happening, and you can also see the difference on kids. Every second week there is something that you can notice that have changed, and this is another thing, whether you can measure that. It's a lot more difficult thing than
When I got here, it was great because I was with so many Brazilians who had said that they had been here in the years past, and they were all like, "Oh, I did that art," and "Oh, I drew that, and I'm so glad it's still up." So it was this great sense of feeling that of continuity, that we've been here before and that we're coming back and continuing.
How many are here from the SF office?
From the SF office today, here in Bago, is 6 of us. We are really a mission-driven company. We want to help people share, spread ideas, and we want to help people make the world better. And so I think having our culture where we don't just say that, but we actually walk the talk and we do it in our own company. I think it does come across as a brand, because we as a brand we're very genuine in our conversations, and I think that seeing the company and seeing everyone work together, and it helps us kind of. It lives the brand, I think.
We're a little bit too many people. It's always the issue, like it's hard to organize everything properly, that everybody has something to do all the time. So I see, of course, a lot of people waiting. Other than that, I think it's great.
Have you been in any conversations today? Something that's like...
Yeah, so I personally actually was shooting video and mostly asking people about their favorite bands and music and songs. Both people living here and also people traveling from the US to here. And then I found some people who actually like the same music. That's very funny, like a tiny kid from a poor gypsy place to a rich engineer from San Francisco. Kind of shows that we are not that different, we listen to the same culture.
So that crash over there, up there, was real tough. Yeah, probably the dead dog up there would be a memory for a while.
So tell me, I didn't see.
It was just a small puppy dog, but already dead. And yeah, we collected all the trash and collected the puppy as well. So if you ask for a memory, that's definitely a memory. If you are asking for a more positive memory, maybe the gypsy Roma. The Roma girl singing a song would be a nice positive memory.
You know what, you can... Okay. I don't know. Okay, ask. Ask on.
So how is it going?
It's going very well.
Yes.
So we are more or less done with one house. They are on it, so we're not completely finished. And we decided to help out with the trash and cleaning the streets project. So there's a lot of people who are starting to get done with their initial projects, but there are other projects that are coming up there where people are helping.
Yeah. And how has the organization worked? Because there are so many people here. It's.
Yeah, I think it's been the most professional organization we've ever done, and I think it's both because the local NGO has learned a lot from year to year on how to organize so many people. But also internally, we know better and better. So, did I show that before? That there's all of these personalized information about what team you're in, what you're supposed to do. Like already now, when we were getting ready with the door, we were instructed to join over here to do the cleaning. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So no one can escape for a coffee break.
You can. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it's good that you have things to do, because I mean we have a lot of hands, and now it's an opportunity to have an impact. Even for Bogaj, it's a great thing. They can say that they are working with Prezi. They're seen a little bit as a startup culture among NGOs, having a startup culture among NGOs, partly through their association with Prezi, I guess, and so they want to create information about how we are collaborating that they can use when they discuss with companies, with politicians, etc. Yeah.
Okay, so you not only have the same goals, you also have sort of the same culture.
Yeah, hopefully we're learning from each other, right? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Then we'll continue.
Yeah.
We guys can get you a trash bag if you want to help.
Maybe you can shuffle some crap together with
Try what it's like.
the stick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess my job is to continue documenting.
Okay. Okay.
Otherwise, I feel more and more bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Gyere, segíts!
Tervezünk olyan hétvégét, hogy összeszedjük a szemetet mindenütt, hogy szépen nézzen ki a telep.
Tehát a gyerekeknek is megtanítjátok egy kicsit, ugye?
Ugyanúgy a gyerekeim is, még a legkisebb is megy, és akkor szedi a szemeket.
Mit tudsz esetleg a Preziről, hogy milyen cég ez, és hogy mit gondolsz arról, hogy ők itt vannak?
Prezinél voltam már, 3-szor meghívtak ebédelni, úgyhogy nagyon imádom. A lányom ott dolgozik, úgyhogy nagyon-nagyon meg vagyok velük elégedve, áldom őket.
What do you think about Prezi being here today?
I think it's great. I mean, doing a team event like this is so much better than spending the same amount of money in giving it to a training company and doing silly games. I mean, this all makes so much more sense.
I think it's important to see it firsthand, to actually see, people who don't have as much who can use this help, to see it firsthand. I think it's important to see so that you actually get closer to it. It becomes a reality. So just seeing it on the news is one thing, but actually being there in person it makes it real when you actually see it.
Yeah, and I'm from Hungary, so it's a really big thing for me that we can help these Hungarians here in the international company and all the colleagues from around the world.
I don't know how to say thanks. So everybody, every team, every people, you were amazing. Thanks, every volunteers, coordinators, locals, everybody. And now enjoy the food and the end of the day. So thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I was a bit curious of what we can achieve here as a company, that we are doing something. On the other hand, we know that how much effort is still needed. So we are now building or putting in windows. That's good because the comfort level of these houses and the cost of maintenance will be lower. On the other hand, will these people get jobs? Do we helping them to get jobs?
Igen, örültem. Köszönöm a segítséget.
Hát amennyit tudtunk segíteni.
Sokat segít.
What do you hope for Bug in the future now?
Well, so I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not the one who can define the strategy for Bagage. I think what we're doing makes a change on the long term. So it depends on how long you think. I wish. I mean, these people would be treated the way we are, and I wish skin color wouldn't matter at all. And I think we're far from that, and we have to advance in very small steps. So like I don't know, maybe in 20 or 30 years ago, 30 years from now, that could happen, but it's a long-term issue. So I think that's the most important, equal chances.
Nem tudom, hogy az alja az jó van? El fogja nyomni. Milyen? Mikrofon.
Now we are more a machinery or a factory in the settlement. This is how I feel, which I enjoy because I'm an engineer and scaling up processes is always a big fun. My story is that we help change agents to be change agents. So we are more supportive of Bagás who are on the settlement than the Roma people itself. It's really important that Prezi is there, don't take me wrong. But I think if you ask me that we are more effective in helping the social organizations who are helping the Roma people. So it's an indirect impact. In exchange, we have a bigger impact today than 3 years ago. 3 years ago or 6 years ago or whatever. 6 years ago it was a nice project of 7 people. So our impact is bigger.
I think Prezi has power because we have access to the press, and if we do something, people listen to it and follow. So I think it's using that power for a good cause is always making news, and people can connect Prezi's business success and the company's growth to what we do. And I think it can give inspiration to a lot of people to just see like what does a company that is successful, what are the things that this company thinks are important.
Men vi gör vårt bästa till att liksom bevara de bästa sakerna med den kulturen vi byggde upp från början, så att säga. Det betyder ju inte att vi inte måste lägga till nya saker och förändra vissa saker. Men det finns vissa saker som vi tycker är viktiga, och de har vi ju då försökt distillera ner i de här värderingarna som vi arbetar med än idag.
Well, there is something that we say among each other, that we are all rainbow striped the same way. So we are aware that we are very homogeneous in our acceptance of diversity, or we are very homogeneous in our diversity, I would say, or in our views on, for example, refugees, also probably political views and views on LGBT rights and these kind of issues. We are sort of the same breed. So we are not very diverse in that way. And I'm not sure how much this is a problem, whether it's a question how much this is a problem when we are losing talent because they don't fit the culture, but it's also can be a problem because Prezi is a bubble. Like it's an oasis in like Hungarian culture for me, but it's absolutely a padded bubble. It has very detached from everyday Hungarian reality. So this is a problem.
Prezi is a bubble, and I encourage everyone to build a bubble, and then we should connect the bubbles. It's so easy.
How do you consider the Hungarian politics and the segregation of the Roma people?
Nem nagyon látok így változást a politika helyzetükben. Nem tudom. Erre én nem tudok válaszolni.
But do you think that what Prezi does may intervene or change how politics work with the Roma issues in the future?
Fogalmam sincs. Tőlem a politika az nagyon-nagyon messze áll, úgyhogy Nem igazán vagyok benne a politikában, úgyhogy én ezekről a dolgokról nem tudok mit beszélni, mit mondani.
We don't try to influence politicians. And the reason we are not doing that, and the reason we are not talking to them or not team up with them, is that we feel that it's another field, and if you enter that field, your voice, at least for a certain amount of the people, will not be heard.
Vårt främsta verktyg, det är ju att göra saker. Det är ju det som kanske skiljer oss främst från politiken i sig, där man liksom diskuterar saker. Så vårt främsta verktyg, det är ju att göra, och det här med BUG-projektet är ju ett jättebra exempel på det. Vi är inte så intresserade eller särskilt kunniga att kunna sätta oss ner och diskutera den politiska agendan som BUG har för att utveckla det samhället. Men däremot att vi är där och hjälper till Bagage och deras verksamhet, det är vårt sätt att bidra.
But what if someone decided that no, now Prezi must focus much more on just the technology and some type of core operation in with a product, and not on social missions and so on? How would you react?
Why would anyone? I mean, this is a stupid thing. So thank you for the theoretical question. So we don't, this is not about money. So I don't know who would do that.
There are many shareholders in this company, so it can happen any time that we say we have to focus more. It's not likely, but so yes, I mean, it's simple. It's what we experience together. Of course, I will be sad and I will try to convince the company that this is for the best of our interest, financially as well. But as an individual, I will just keep on doing things with others, alone, etc. Because you kind of learn to like this life, and you don't stop.
But do you think there is a limit to what Prezi can do in Hungary, and if you think about the political context? Do you have to be careful when it comes to social missions?
Yeah, there are countries, and not just countries, large organizations, and I believe countries and large organizations cannot change quickly because they are large. And in system thinking there is this proverb, the more you push a system, the more it pushes back. So sometimes I think we don't change the country, we are part of change. It's more the Buddhist way.
Like blue team there, green team there, and
It's easy because you just start and do it. But to be really conscious and strategic about the long-term impact of what you do, this is not our main professional expertise. You know, we spend 5% on our smart people's brains on figuring out how we do this. And of course, being a successful company, we might have a more arrogant position that whatever we do will be fine. So we might, you can actually also damage, if you just start giving money, that's usually more damaging than other things. We try very hard, so I'm not saying that we don't try to be sensible and sensitive to how to help, but maybe this is a risk, I don't know, as years go by and we grow and we do bigger and bigger things, that we are not the smartest how we do the impact.
Thank you very much.
But we try hard.